They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears.
Ready, 180, check, 55. Don't get it out of this.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Back to the 3. 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On second and 11 now. Newton, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Let's go. Move the team. Check 55, Mike. Danny.
And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. 19.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 16-yard line.
Check 24. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Flush to his right. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 16.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Joe Mixon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt, that's a very good...
Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Touch 50, touch 50.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
We own them. We own them.
On first down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ear back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He completes it to Tate. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Golden and Tate as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go on. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run. It's Lindsey, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run. This is Cohen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. From the 22, Newton, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Newton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That'll be a loss of a yard.
Mike, 55. Right there, look, 55. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards into Chicago 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, now looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.